everybody, and welcome to Budget with Tiffany. I'm Tiffany. I'm so excited to have you here today. I am going to be doing kind of a budget with me, but also a how I use prop money with my cash stuffing. So Armani from Armani Budgets, she had asked me if I could do a video about this, and I would love to be able to help out, answer some questions that she has or anybody has about using prop money instead of actual cash. So I am going to do my budget with me and kind of walk through my process. So let me zoom in a little bit. So I zoomed in a little. Hopefully I'll remember to zoom back out later because I forgot to do that one time. So these are the budget sheets that I got from the Aesthetic Dollar. I bought the downloadable version so I can just print them as needed. And I've kind of pre-filled in the categories and stuff that correlate to my envelopes, or for my monthly bills, the things that I don't actually stuff. So basically, let me start out with my income, because that's really the first thing. And so my husband and I, so I get paid from my regular job every other week. So sometimes it's the first and third week of the month, sometimes it's the second and fourth, sometimes there's the fifth paycheck in a month, which actually August is one of those paychecks or months. And then my husband gets paid around within the first couple of days of the month, and then a couple of days after the 15th. So his, doesn't fluctuate. And then our side hustle, we get paid the same weeks that I get paid. And then keep the change is just how much, when we spend only like $2.75 on something, we kind of roll the 25 cents extra. We take out $3 from our envelope and take that extra 25 cents and put it into kind of a keep the change category in You Need a Budget. So sometimes, like, if a expense ends up being like $10.02, I might pull 2 cents from that keep the change category, but most of the time I round up. And then so at the end of the month I just calculate how much we've put into that. And then for interest, it's obviously whatever interest we earned in a given month. And because our salary and pay and stuff is so varied, it would be really difficult for us to, or it'd make it more difficult for us to budget paycheck by paycheck. And then years ago, I had worked at a place where I only got paid once a month. On the last business day of the month, I've actually had 2 jobs that did that. And so I just kind of got used to budgeting on last month's income. So really what we do is every time we get paid, that money gets a transaction in You Need a Budget as income. And then it sits there, earns some interest, but we don't do anything with it until the next month. So the money that I'm going to be putting down here as our income is actually money that we earned in July, but we're budgeting with that in August. This allows us to know ahead of time exactly what we're getting and able to break it up a little bit more easily throughout the month. So basically I just keep track of what we earn in the previous month and then budget with that for the next month. So for my pay in July, I earned $4,836.69, and that is our health insurance comes out of that. I have an HSA, 401k, like life insurance for both me and my husband. I think disability insurance. My bus pass comes out of my paycheck every month. Dental, vision, all that kind of stuff. So most of our insurances and things like that come out of my pay. So that is my take home pay. And then DJ's pay as an attorney was $2,858.11, and he gets paid by the hour. So it just depends on how many hours he bills in any given pay period / month. So his July pay was actually for the second half of June and the first half of July, because he gets paid for the time that he billed the previous, 1st through 15th and 16th through the end of the month. And the only thing that comes out of his pay is he's got like a IRA that's attached to his employer, because it's a small company, so they don't do a 401k, they do like a simple IRA, so he has a percentage come out of that. And then our side hustle, which I don't really go into the details just because it's kind of more of a private situation. I know that sounds mysterious, but it's just kind of more related to like family and stuff. We got $1,446.71. And again, it's kind of based on the number of hours that we work doing this side hustle. And then keep the change, we had $18.07 left that, we were able to put towards that. And our interest for the month was $161.91. So our total was $9,321.49. So I used to use Capital One, their online Capital One 360 account, as like our primary checking account. We used their savings accounts, and then we also had an Ally savings account. And then my husband we have a joint checking account that more or less we put his money into, and so that way he can just pull money from that to spend from. That's to pay for like his gas and eating out and grabbing a donut, which he does regularly. But we kind of decided to move more over into utilizing Fidelity, which is who we have like our rollover IRAs and Roth IRAs and our brokerage account with, and they have a cash management account. It works similarly to a checking account. You can get checks, you have debit card and all of that stuff, but you can also invest in things in it. I don't use it to invest in like stocks or mutual funds or anything. I just invest in money market accounts, and right now they're getting about 5% interest. So the thing that I disliked about our previous system was I would keep kind of our monthly expenses in our checking account at Capital One, and the checking account part of it, and then I'd put all of our non-monthly expenses, our sinking funds, all of the longer term savings, things like that, into the savings account. Then our Ally account was like our emergency fund. So that one was kind of nice because it was separate and only got touched in an emergency or if we were moving money into it. But then like I constantly had to move over money to pay like the credit card and stuff from our savings account with Capital One. And when we switched to Fidelity, because I can keep all of the money in that cash management account, but it still gets like the 5% interest, then if I write a check or need to pay the credit card or something like that, it's all coming out of just one lump sum of money, and it makes it really easy to work with. But we still use Capital One 360, their checking account, just because there's some things that the Fidelity account doesn't do. Like we can't use Zelle, which we use to send the money to my mother-in-law to pay for like our cell phone, because we're on their family plan. Or like she Zelles me money, so like when I go to get a massage and it's like my Christmas present, she'll Zelle me the money. So Fidelity doesn't work with Zelle, so it's nice to do that. And then there's just a couple other things where like we had automatic drafts on stuff that we just kind of kept with that. So we still utilize it, but obviously we try to minimize how much we keep in it just because it's earning such small interest because it's just the Capital One checking account. So yeah, so our monthly bills, for the most part, I know exactly how much they're gonna be. There's a few things that we don't know until later in the month what it's gonna be. So for our mortgage, we were paying more than the minimum. So our minimum's like $1,480 something. So we just rounded it up to $1,500 just to make it easy. Pays it down a little bit faster. We were paying an extra $200 every month, and then we were putting extra aside to put towards it. With having to save up for the retaining wall, we cut back because we were trying to save up for the retaining wall as quickly as possible. So we're just cut back to the $1,500. Biannual maintenance, which is having somebody come and just check on our furnace and air conditioning and stuff, is $20. Cell phone, $60. We have a charitable donation that comes out every month. That's $20. Our internet is $45. Hulu is like $8 and some change, so added it to $9. Memberships are things I'm a member of Eva from Budget Your Life, her channel, and then I'm a member of, or I just signed up to be a member of Lindsay from Bookish Mama Budgets, her Ko-Fi membership. So that is $18 between the two. iCloud is like 99 cents, so I have it as $1. Spotify just went up to like 18 and some change, so I got 19 here. Netflix, we've got 14. My student loans are like $337.71, I think, so I've got it at $338. Electric this month is gonna be like just under $73. Our gas is $98. Water and trash is like the one bill that I don't know exactly what it's gonna be, because we don't get the bill that's due until like partway, like a week or so into the month, and then it's due at the end of the month. So it's never been, knock on wood, over $100, so I always just kind of go with $100. And then for DJ, usually set aside $400 for him to spend on, you know, his gas and eating out, and you know, if he goes out with a friend. So that is $2,715. So that leaves us $6,606 left to work with. And then my next thing really is to look at how much I need to put aside for all of our expenses based on, I know how much we normally spend or what's coming up. And we've been putting several of them, we're saving through savings challenges, and we're adding a few more categories to that now. So some of these won't get anything. So for date night, we generally do $25 a week. We don't always spend it, but it's nice to have in case we want to do something. And for August, there are 5 Fridays, so it's considered a 5-week month for us this week. So 25 times 5 is 125. Eating out, we do $60 a week, so that'll be $300. Gas, since I just filled up, I probably won't need to fill up this month, but I still always like to allocate the $40, and then if I don't need it, I can put it towards savings challenges or something. My food is $15 a week, and this is for me to like grab lunch at work if I want to one day a week. So 15 times 5 is 75. Oops, that was the wrong line. Groceries is $75 a week, so $375 for the month. Spending, we're doing $40, toiletries $40, and buffer is $20. And then really what I do is I kind of break it down by week. So I just we'll fill this in. So like for this one, since it's $25 a week, I'll just put in 25 across. And then like gas, I just put it in right up front, 75.15, and then I'll just divide up, you know, the $40 across 5 weeks, so it comes out to be $8 a week, and the $20 for buffer ended up being $4 a week. For our home binder, we're using savings challenges for drops, gutters, and home insurance. Home maintenance, I'm doing 100, and that'll end up being $20 a week. Home miscellaneous is from challenges. Home projects, I've been trying to do $500 a week, but I'm just gonna do it across 4 of the weeks, and I decided not to put it in the first week, but I'm gonna do it across the other 4 weeks. And outdoors and property taxes are through saving challenges, and then everything from our annual binder I decided to start doing through savings challenges. So let me see how much this adds up to. So we got $3,115 for that one. And then for our car maintenance, doing $100. Clothing is savings challenges. Coaching is getting 40. I'm gonna do $25 towards giveaways, and what I'm saving up for is I'm gonna do another giveaway once there's 4 of us doing a collab. We got Elaine from Elaine Realized, Lindsay from Bookish Mama Budgets, Becca from Becca Budget 777, and myself doing a Road to 1,000 collaboration. So once all 4 of us hit 1,000 subscribers, then we're each gonna do our own separate giveaway. So it won't be right after I hit 1,000, unless I'm the last one. But once all 4 of us have hit 1,000 subscribers, then I'll be doing a giveaway. So I want to start saving up to do that. And I think this time for my 500 subscriber giveaway, I just did gift cards to Etsy, but for the 1,000, I think I'm gonna buy like savings challenges and stuff that I can do multiple giveaways and mail to whoever wins. So I'm gonna do kind of just keep putting money aside each month for that. So I got $25 for that. Health and opportunities are through savings challenges. Shop small, that's $40. Tattoo is $25. Technology is $40, and travel is $400. The giveaway is one I'm gonna do right in that first week. Same with shop small. If I spend it all in the first week, then I have nothing for the rest of the month, but 25 for tattoo I'm gonna do right up front. Same with the 40 for technology, and then going to do 100 for the first 4 weeks. And then my pet binder, everything is getting paid out of savings challenges, or stuffed out of savings challenges. So got $670, and so I had $6,606 left, minus 3,115 minus 670 leaves me $2,821 to put towards savings challenges. So let me pull out my savings challenge binder. So I know for sure I need to set aside money for the Friday challenge. So got 2, 9, 16, 23, and 30. Is $80. A monthly, we got 300 divided by 5 is $60 a week. Mini Mondays, I do $50 times 5 weeks for $250. Freebie Fridays, so basically the total amount that I want to put in between Mini Mondays, Freebie Fridays, and my Savings Challenge Saturdays needs to add up to the amount of money that I should be putting every month into my sinking funds that aren't getting funded. And I figured out that needs to be $1,200, which is a lot, but $1,200 a month. So I'm gonna do the $250 for Mini Mondays. I'm gonna do $200 for Freebie Fridays, so that's $40 a week. So that'll be nice because it'll be a little bit more. And then that leaves me with $750. So that I can put towards Savings Challenge Saturday, which comes out to be $150 a week for this month. So I've got 2,821 minus 80 minus 300 minus 250 minus 200 minus 750 leaves me with $1,241. I'm just writing this over here. So for my 100 envelope challenge, I really want to make sure I knock out the next 4 largest. So 174, 76, 78, 80, and 82. So I write really tiny, so I apologize. I'm just writing the numbers at the top of each of their sections. And then for my 52-week challenge, I'm gonna do the 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So the next 5 lowest numbers. So 19 plus 20 plus 21, 22 plus 23 is 105. So $1,241 minus the 105 minus 182, 180, 178, 176, and 174 leaves me with $246. So let's see. It's taking that 246 divided by 5 leaves it on average about $49, which I don't have any numbers lower than that, lower than $54 available. So I think I will do, let's see, 246 divided by 4 weeks is $61 on average. So I've got a 54, 56, 58. So 246 minus 54, 56, and 58 leaves me $78 left, which I do have. So I just added that I'm going to do 54, 56, 58, and 78 in the first 4 respective weeks, and then no extra number in week 5, which I'm fine with. So let me see, so we got 182, 180, 178, 176, 174, 54, 56, 78, comes out to 1,136 plus 80 is 105. $2,821 exactly. So that is my budget. So that's the budget component. So since I don't need to pull the money out from the bank, I have my nice little organizer here that has all my prop money. So I leave the money in the bank earning interest. My monthly bills come out as they're due, and then everything else just sits there earning interest. If I buy something on my credit card or in cash or something, then I account for that when I do my unstuffings, and I pull that from my binder. I pay my credit card off, but otherwise the money just keeps sitting there earning interest. So what my next step is for the first week, I have my cash planning sheet also from the Aesthetic Dollar. Is I basically just take my categories that I'm going to be stuffing for the first week and write them here. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so I just real quick wrote in each of the categories that I'm going to stuff in the first week. So now I'll go through and add in the amount. So $25 for date night, $60 for eating out, $40 for gas, $75 for groceries, $15 for my food, spending $8, toiletries $8, and buffer is $4. Home maintenance is $20. $20 for car maintenance, $10 for coaching, $25 for giveaways, $40 for shop small, $25 for tattoo, $40 for technology, and $100 for travel. And then for my savings challenges, we've got 182 plus 54 is 236, and then I just always write which 2 I'm actually stuffing, so that way I remember when I'm doing the cash stuffing that is 182 and 54. $2 for my Friday challenge, $19 for the 52-week challenge, and $60 for my monthly challenge. And then in the past, I haven't been putting in the money that I'm going to do for Mini Mondays, Freebie Fridays, and Savings Challenge Saturdays. I just mentioned like the Savings Challenge Saturday, how much I'm putting towards it, but I think I'm going to start doing it. I know a lot of people do, and I think it's kind of cool to see that how it's getting accounted for in the budget. So got $50 for Mini Mondays, $40 for Freebie Fridays, and $150 for Savings Challenge Saturdays. So let me add this up real quick. And then I will think. Because when Emily made these cash planning sheets, she was just thinking of the normal cash without having a $2 option. So I think I'm gonna add in $2 on this last one, so that way I can do $2 bills. So for date night, I'm gonna do a 20 and a 5. Eating out, a 50 and a 10. Gas, I'm just gonna do 2 20s. Groceries is a 50, a 20, and a 5. My food is a 10 and a 5. Spending is gonna be a 5, a 2, and a 1. Same for toiletries, and buffer is gonna be 2 2s. Home maintenance is gonna be a 20. Same for cart maintenance. Coaching is a 10. Giveaway is a 20 and a 5. Shop small is 2 20s. Tattoos a 20 and a 5. Technology is 2 20s. Travel, I will do a single 100. My 100 envelope challenge, I'll do 2 100s, a 20, a 10, a 5, and a 1. So 200, 20, 35, 36, okay. Friday, I'm gonna do a 52-week challenge. I'm gonna do a 10, a 5, and 2 2s. Monthly is gonna be a 50 and a 10. And then for my mini Monday, freebie Fridays, and savings challenge Saturday, I'm just gonna do the largest denomination that I can do for the sake of like accounting for it, and then I'll off camera break it up. But for mini Mondays, we'll do a 50. Freebie Fridays, we'll do 2 20s. And savings challenge Saturday, I'll do a 100 and a 50. So let me add these up. Okay, so 7 times 2 is 14. 4 times 100 is 400. 5 times 50 is 250. Sometimes I know I can do a lot of these in my head, but I always like to just double check. 15 times 20 is 300. 6 times 10 is 60. So I need to double check that one. 9 times 5 is 45, and 3 times a dollar is $3. So let me make sure. $14, 400, 250, 300, 60, 45 plus 3 is 1072. So perfect. So then off camera is what I usually do all of this, but so what I will do to prep for the actual cash stuffing is I pull out, usually I just have the divider, but since I already had this cash out from doing my cash unstuffing and cash condensing, I just left it over here. So I know I'm gonna need 4 100s, so I don't have these over here, but so again, I just have my little accordion thing, so I'm just pulling out 3 4 100s. So 1 2 3 4, and then I need 5 50s. So 1 2 3 4 5. So 51 52 250. I need 15 20s. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. And I always like to double check. 20 40 60 81, 20 40 60 82, 20 40 60 80. Yeah, 300. That is right. Okay, and then I need 60 10s. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60 actually. It's going to go ahead and get these ready because I'm gonna probably do my cash stuffing shortly after this. So let's see, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I need 9, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I need 7, 2, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I need 3, 1. So 1, 2, 3. So that is how I do pull out everything. And then what I do after that before I start filming is just update the back of my trackers, which are in the back of all of my envelopes right now. I'm slowly going to be switching to having them be in my budget binder, which I've shown this before. So I've got the binder itself is from Jumping Fox Design. I got this dashboard from the Aesthetic Dollar, and then I bought these clear tab dividers or opaque tab dividers, frosted tab dividers, whatever, on Amazon. And they came with like various little labels that you could put, but obviously they don't really work with what I do, so I just have them empty, or nothing on them right now. I might eventually make some or buy some or something, but my first page, I have all the various savings challenges that I've completed in any given month. I have my debt tracker, which I haven't gone over. I'm going to be doing a video about my debt, a debt update, so ignore that. I've got my online, well, it's really my spending tracker. Emily had it labeled as online spending, but some of my spending is online, but a lot of it's just going to the actual store and using credit card. But I know I think only uses her credit card for online spending and cash for everything else. So, and then I have this one right here is where my budget goes. So take my cash planning sheet and my monthly savings or monthly budget. And the only other thing I didn't remember to add is my debt payoff. So I've got my mortgage and my student loans. And I'm not gonna update it here because like I said, I'm gonna do a debt update video shortly and talk about it all there, so I don't really wanna ruin any of it. And then I've got several different sections that have expense trackers in them. So the first section would be for my variable binder, second one is for my home binder, third one is for the annual sinking funds, fourth section is for my longer term sinking funds. Next section is for pet binder, and then I've got some more. I don't know if I'm gonna do it for, yeah, I probably will have one for my savings challenge binder. So I need to start transitioning over to this because I'm starting to run out of room on some of my trackers in my binders. So yeah, so basically I get onto You Need a Budget, take what I did for my cash planning for the month or for the week, and so I usually do August number 1, and this is going to be for 8/2, which is today, through 8th, I think, right? 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, yes. And then I'll just go in and for each tracker update it, and so that way in You Need a Budget, it matches what's in my envelopes. And then throughout the week as I spend money, I update You Need a Budget. Sometimes I'll come and update my binders right then and there, but a lot of times I do it either when I'm working from home or if I'm in my office for some reason, when I'm not working from home, or I just on Fridays when I'm about to do my unstuffing videos and my savings challenge or my cash stuffing videos, I'll update everything then. But my You Need a Budget's really the thing that I look at to see you know, how much I have in any given category to spend. And any money that is for later weeks, I just keep kind of segregated so that it doesn't get mixed up. I mean, technically it's available to spend at any given time, but I try not to spend it until it actually gets stuffed. But yeah, so that's generally, I mean, it's really not much different than what you would do if you were using cash. And really, when I switched from doing cash to all prop money, it didn't really change other than I didn't have to go to the bank to deposit or withdraw money. I don't know that it would work for everybody. There's some people who really need to have the physical cash and they use cash to spend majority of the time or all the time and don't use a debit card or credit card unless they absolutely have to for like online spending like Emily does. But I know, like for me, I hardly ever use cash, so keeping all the cash at home didn't really make sense. I'd rather have it in the bank where one, it's earning interest, especially at 5% interest right now. It's also more secure, not worried about a fire or somebody breaking in. Even with utilizing like a safe and stuff, I just always kind of had like in the back of my head a worry about it. And yeah, I felt like between the safety stuff and the fact that I didn't really use cash all that often, it didn't really make sense to actually use cash using the prop money in place of the cash. But for every $50 that gets stuffed, there's $50 in the bank representing that money. So it's not, you know, I'm not pretending like I have money that I don't actually have. It legitimately is money that I have set aside in my bank account. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. If you have any questions about how to use prop money or anything, I would be happy to answer. The company that I bought my prop money from on Amazon doesn't seem to be selling on Amazon anymore, so I can't link to the specific prop money that I use, but I feel like if you just look on Amazon, you can probably find some that you can use. It feels like paper, so it doesn't really feel like money itself, but it all says copy on it, and for motion picture purposes, for at least the ones that I got, and you know, it also says this is not legal, it is to be used for motion props, and on the back is same thing, it says motion picture purposes and stuff. So yeah. So again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and leave me a comment, send me an email. I'm happy to answer any questions, but hopefully this answers questions about how I budget using prop money, how I budget in general, especially budgeting with money that we earned in the previous month for a whole month. But yeah, so well, that is it. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.